Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes, like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to 2v2 on Elst Outskirts. Yes, it's a 2v2 on Elst Outskirts. In the southeast, we have HeartlessJ and VonMant of the dynamic Deutschland duo, taking on the road of the Wehrmacht. And the Deutsche Sache Corps forming up here with Göring Fallschirmpanzer Division. First and third Panzergrenadier companies in north. We have Anthrax and Symbiosis fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role here of the British 7th Armour Division, supported by the 45th Infantry Division, tasked with clearing out those goddamn Krauts. We've got heavy armour here out of Anthrax. We've got Symbiosis with nothing. HeartlessJ going to Mechanized, and VonMant into Combined Arms, and some Bessieri out there. Not Basileri. Basil's right here, though. Looking for attention and stuff. Double dingers out of Anthrax. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons for its continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big hearty thanks for coming and liking my videos, as I mentioned as well there, with the YouTube algorithms. Also, small heads up. My apologies if I'm going to sound a bit tired or slightly distracted. Doing this match, I basically had to cast 4 matches in a day because Relic basically threw out a hotfix again, and, well, I had a lot of replays at least like to get casted, so this is basically towards the tail end of casting 4 replays in a day, so I do apologize if I'm sounding slightly tired out. I will, of course, power through with energy, but still I might slow a bit here, so just a quick heads up there. Anyways, double dingers racing about here. Anthrax on the prowl for German targets. Why does it go for double dingers? Because they are definitely very disruptive in the very early game. They are, slightly bullet resistance. They can, hit light vehicles and infantry alike. And if you're smart with them, plus, in this case, he's going for heavy armor, which allows him to then quickly withdraw them not too far off. So, what might happen is basically use the double dingers, force a light vehicle counter-response out of his opponents, and then he withdraws and then fills up with, infantry or something else, at which point the opponent's going to be like, well, I just invested all into dealing with the dingers, and now you're not even having them there, you bastard. So there's a bit there going on. Grenadiers 74 2x2 here for HeartlessJ. Got Rifleman base in the center. Pioneer standing out there with MP40s, the machine and pistol in the field. Dingers there, bearing down there like a pack of, wild dingoes at an orphanage. Looking for a tasty treat. Machine gun opening up the dingo, though. Because any good Australian orphanage has countless machine guns to guard against dingoes. Panzergrenadier company in there for HeartlessJ, so rushing straight ahead there, likely for Panzergrenadier. Maybe some Stugs, but likely just Panzergrenadier.
Give us a target.
Got the dingoes that being repaired, Sappers hard at work, just patching them up there. Good Lord, Reginald! What did you do with this thing? Well, I got shot at by the Germans. Bloody Germans. Yeah, I know. They don't want to get shot at. Bloody Germans. So rude. Anyways, Dingo, not Dingo, we're backing up with several Bessieri squads here out of VonMant. Italian infantry following up in the wake of the Bike's heroic charge for the glory of Deutschland and Il Duce. Of course, with the Karnat TK bold action, Pioneers being ripped apart by dingoes out in the open. Definitely a little bit of a slip there by HeartlessJ. Nearly heartless, but he's not that heartless, clearly. MD42 there, flanked by the engagement with the Vickers here. Dingoes testing at a distance. We got the platoon command post up there for Anthrax. Australians, not Australians, but the Sierra encountering the riflemen. A bit of rifle fire there from the Kakana bolt action rifles, which fired a slightly lower caliber round than other armies, but most sort of went for more 8mm. The Italian army actually had 6.5mm rounds. Fun fact. They had actually tried to upgrade to a higher caliber round before the war, but logistical issues, but they tried to use both the low caliber and the new high caliber round. And they just dropped and then just went back to the other one. So, bit of a messy situation here. We got Panzergrenadiers out for HeartlessJ. We got Assault Grenadiers out here for VonMant. So, in a sense, they're kind of going for a slightly similar idea there. But there you go. Assault Grenadiers still losing out to the Sappers over the flamethrowers. The number 2. Bessieri there being overwhelmed. Close call there. And we got the Panzergrenadiers here out for HeartlessJ with a Sturmgewehr 44. MD4 into the Dingo there. Grenadiers flanking in. You're popping over here to VonMant Teufel. Into Symbiosis, there we go. We got the light vehicle withdrawn to 50, and there we go. He's already starting to withdraw the ops. He has to expend a bit of munitions for it, but at the same time, bit of munitions to get a lot of bad manpower like that is not bad. Plus, again, another factor in this is Dinkos can just be repaired. So again, it can sort of give you a slight manpower edge in the early game as well by doing it like that. It's a bit cheeky. It's a bit cheeky. It's also only something you're really going to see, I think, in 2v2s and other team games, because in 1v1s, trying to like do Dingos like that has too many risks, especially versus just, you know, if you're up against a DAK player. Plus, in 2v2, you can sort of rely on your teammates to draw away some of the heat of you. Again, making this work a bit better. So it's definitely not something I would necessarily recommend in 1v1. You can try it in 1v1, but do expect to maybe, you know, have a very bad time with it. Up north here, Panzer is pushing forward into the construction yard. Sappers and Dingers withdrawing here in the face of assaulting German troops there. We got the Panzer Pioneer by way with the Granatenbüchse there, or grenade launcher. Actually a bit rare to see the Panzer Pioneer. As a fun fact, they actually get the ability to fire smoke grenades with it as well there. Which is interesting because the Fallschirmpanzers can also get the same upgrade, but they do not get smoke grenades. To an extent, it's not like I'm complaining about it, it's just more of a note there. Always had the scouts there, but Symbiosis luck smiles upon him like a great bountiful sun of joy and happiness. You know, one of those, you know, those old style medieval maps. Stuff like that. Anyways, there's here they're popping the Red Devil hand grenade, was known there. Because they were somewhat known for being a bit temperamental. Grenades going off here. Assault goes moving forward with the MP40s at hand. In the center right there being holstered down by the MD42. I'm going to pull back these grenades for a bit of healing. Artad on the way there for VonMant Teufel, actually going for the Mechanized company. Up north here, we got Pioneers as the Dingo, but they lay down mines here, and the Dingo takes the bait. It does survive the mine, but the Pioneers should have a chance of finishing off, and there you go. Bit of a blow there to Anthrax, so he can't withdraw that also for more manpower. So there's a small one there from German. 6-pounder gun falling back. We got a Humber armored car out there for Anthrax. Bike is being absolutely sundered here in the south side here. Pioneers are being overwhelmed and wiped. Struck down there by the Aufklärungsschwadron here of the Hammond-Göring Fallschirmpanzer Division. Aufklärungsschwadron, which means reconnaissance squadron. In forward with the Arcta, the 232.
Panzer Grenadier Squad standing by.
Bass lying very demonstrably on the floor right next to me, showing his dissatisfaction with the situation, but in a way that is not going to directly annoy me either. Sometimes the cat is somewhat smart. Grenades off here. Oh, could catch the machine gun and retreat. And there we go. A stinging blow here to Anthrax as his Vickers crew gets absolutely torn apart here by the Italians. Arctop meanwhile providing excellent covering fire for the advancing troops as he makes a run for it, though he might lose his Bezier squad in return. No, he gets away with it. Even pops a smoke grenade there from the assault grenades to cover up the withdrawal as well there. Thumbs up. A nice little heist here from VonMant Teufel. He also got some advantages selected pretty early on, so that's also interesting choice there. Most players I think would like emphasize upgrades for the Bezieri, but VonMant Teufel here actually takes it in a completely different direction. Spicy. Also worth noting, got an ambulance out here for HeartlessJ. East side here we got Pioneers sneaking about, we got bars, we got the motor pool there for Symbiosis. American forces rolling forward, south side here, Raven rolling up as well here. Fixing up the Arcta there. The KBS was back to the looking upset plan and over to the annoying meat plan. Got the HeartlessJ assisting from VonMant Teufel as American and British forces applying heavy pressure now here around the cutoff point. That way the only access to the fuel the Germans have access. Well, there's also this fuel point over there actually. Panzer's being hit by fire. We got 2 squads of them out here for Anthrax there. With their camouflage parkas. Worth noting these, I believe, with the reversible bits there. So basically, the Germans basically had these parkas where, like, you know, you had one side with, like, you know, more summer-themed element or autumn-themed, and then they could, like, reverse it, boom, winter camouflage. Fun fact. Fun fact. Routes going forward to the BAR, CMD42 setting up. Symbiosis there's yet to be called in. Guess VonMant isn't feeling the need for it. He also now got secure location, so clearly not emphasizing the best area that much. It's not the greatest spot to be in here either, I think, for HeartlessJ popping back to him and to Anthrax. He's also going full Radiant. Interesting. A pretty good ability, but obviously quite should have at least a certain amount of vehicles or tanks to like really get going, which is why most people prefer the other one. Ooh, mine goes off here. Fuel cache there spotted. This could become great for the Germans if they wreck that one. Certainly put a bit of a dent into the Allied plans here. Fighting remains pretty intense here. Armored car with double 6-pounder guns moving in there. Grenades all over the place here. Also got a Pack 40 there being hauled about here by HeartlessJ. The Panzer up there, Kanone 40. After the engaging Panzer Pioneer pushing them back. And there you go, trying to catch the Arctite here. Definitely VonMant, I think, getting a bit overconfident. Humber moving in this case. The terrain is somewhat helping him. It's not easy to set up like the anti-tanks that way to ambush it. So that does help him out there. Symbiosis is actually called in here by VonMant. In the Germans, when the Germans use, they actually would call this the Stug M42I. The I standing for Italy or Italian. Would apply the M42 to both versions of this. There's also one with a higher velocity gun there. And there was also the M43, which would be the designation for the slightly bigger Symbiosis with a 105mm gun. Which apparently the Germans are actually quite fond of once they used it. But there you go, 6 pounds ramming into two German and Italian army here. Speciate charging forward here, supported by the Symbiosis. There you go, barrage as well here. VonMant going in hot, but there you go, Chaffee light tank striking into the flanks here of the Germans, catching the Arctite. Ambulance also in trouble, of course. The Chaffee there, as soon as it sees the ambulance, sees red like any good old-fashioned American. It's an ambulance! Charge, men! Cool it, Sarge. It's just me and Bob and you.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
In this case, though, the Symbiosis causes the crew there to awaken from the bloodlust, allowing the ambulance to escape here. Meanwhile, Arctite here knocked out. Looks to have been one from HeartlessJ, maybe? Yeah.
Bastards have secured
It was.
our territory from us.
North side, there's a bit of action here as well.
Unlocked.
You also got more repair stations, got the Panther unlocked already. Might see him push for that instead of, say, Stugs. Anthrax on meanwhile has also teched up here, and he's got a foot guards on the way already. That so really he's trying to get my attention, but in a somewhat adorable manner. I don't know what's up with me. Anyways, Glenny is pushing forward here, looking to break open a few gaps in the Allied lines. We've got a recon artillery called in here on HeartlessJ's position by the cutoff points. Southwest here, Symbiosis supporting a fresh German-Italian counterattack. And the ambulance did get fixed up. Foot guards out. And there you go. Panzer Company for HeartlessJ as expected. Though it is worth noting, it's probably going to take a bit of a while to actually call in any Panthers. Ooh, snare off on the recon tractor there.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Might see some Starstorm first then. Not. But I'd like to see some Starstorm. Rather than be a troll Decisive charging the active, it's going for the Blade of 30s.
Points remaining.
And there you go, Panzer Gun is charging in there. Panzer Company is up, so again, he could go for Starstorm here. We got more foot guards for Anthrax. Quick artillery strikes there, ripping through the ranks of HeartlessJ's Panzer Grenadiers, tearing them limb from limb. Lone Chaffee moving in there, looking to find a gap to go for that ambulance again, but instead finds the Symbiosis. And 75mm of Italian armor-piercing steel. We got the infantry training all the way to Anthrax. Obviously good to deal with all these foot guards. We do get stars from their HeartlessJ. 2 thumbs up. I mean, if Bass let thumbs, I'm sure he'd also give 1 up or 2.
Sector now under enemy control.
And maybe try and press in my eyeballs. There you go, Starstorm over there with the MD42 and the G43s. Ah, silly cat. Very silly cat. Panzerjägers here being brought up for VonMant.
Alarm. Sector
Rather than there being hammered, we got the foot guards there. They found themselves receiving end of some artillery here.
Lost control of a victory point.
Chaffee still at it. Over here to VonMant and to Symbiosis. He's gone for Spec.Ops. Got 2 Chaffies and he's got whiz-bangs lined up for production. Surprised to see that, but only a bit. There's definitely been, I think, a resurgence here in Spec.Ops. Partly, as you see here, though, there's Recon Lloyd, and then you combine that with the Anti-Infantry Lloyd, you can kind of set up this really nasty no-go zone for, like, infantry units. That's definitely become a very popular combo amongst allied players, particularly after the recent tournament from Daniel D, which really saw that one used heavily. Chaffies are diving in here. 7 vented down. Reconnaissance tracked it down, and now the Americans finally got the prize, the hated target, the ambulance. The ambulance driver, of course, expires in a ball of fire. Wondering, why do the Americans hate ambulances so much? And a second ambulance there, of course, in this case at least, given anti-American protocols, actually has smoke grenades, can pop them and then withdraw. Ow! Oh, Jesus Christ, the cat just jammed its nails or claws right into my thigh there. Ow. Anyways, 251.5 Trick ambulance survived. He did get one of the Chaffies. Stoss him on the cutoff point, then messing with the Allied economy. Good push there. Foot guards also advancing. No sign of further tech here from Symbiosis, though we are getting survival training. Maybe some SSF commandos. Who knows? That was a overall, though, pretty good push here by Symbiosis. I mean, he took out the 720, he took out the 254, he took out the ambulance, and 1 Chaffee lost. I mean, that's pretty good economics. Silly cat. Foot guards there, grabbing an MG. Nice haul there.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready for order.
Another Pack 40 out of HeartlessJ.
Forces have secured all victory points.
Points are seized. Ambulance helping reinforce the Bessieri. North here, Panzer Grenadiers, they're firing out. There's the Chaffee and a bunch of other Americans. Got assault operations. Spicy. Don't see that one too often there. Similar to Radionet. Definitely some of the more overlooked abilities, but I still think pretty solid if you know to time them correctly. Then again, timed abilities like that, unless they're like just really incredibly good and straightforward in that sense, they typically tend to be overlooked, even if they are pretty good, but there's just a slight bit of complexity to them. But anyways, there you go. P-47 anti-infloater called in here on the positions here. You do have the flak feeling, and I'd wager that is very much a distinct response here, of course, to Allied air support here. Rather than being more to the Bessier, machine guns letting loose, Panzer supporting, centerwards here, grenades being handled, mortar fire, 6-pounder guns, Vickers, machine gun nests being dug in here. The British are definitely looking to make this point as absolutely distasteful for the Germans to get their hands on. There we go. HeartlessJ's Grenadier squads utterly destroyed. No mercy there. Up north side here, German forces are trying to once more breach into the construction yard, but well, it's going actually pretty smoothly as the Allies are not putting much of a fight for it. And now the Americans, the British think much of it. Black filming forwards, Panzerjägers they're called in. A lot of Panzerjägers actually at this point. Panther 4 they're out for HeartlessJ. No Panthers? You might ask why not Panthers? Because, well, there's not exactly a lot of Allied tanks that really scream for a Panther at the moment, so going for a Panther 4 does actually make more sense there. Just wanted to check if there was anything that couldn't, you know, go against what I was saying there, but no. We start getting more Chaffies out of Symbiosis, so again, not a lot of, like, you know, Panther, where the armored Panther 4 moving in. Of course, armored side skirts would be good there for HeartlessJ. Smoke deployed, thumbs up. And Starstorm going for the mortars. But there you go, Vickers to the rescue here. But there you go, Stars Assault allowing the Starstorm to just ignore the suppression, but of course at the cost of moving slower and also taking full damage from the machine gun. Because what you may not be aware of, but suppression also means the unit being suppressed actually takes less damage for a while. Meaning they don't actually take full damage from the heavy machine gun teams. So if you suddenly pop an ability like that in front of a machine gun, you have to be a bit careful, you're going to take massive losses. Foot guards pushing forwards here. Panzer Main Commander for VonMant, as he's taking up there for Symbiosis, remains staunchly dedicated to the Chaffee cause. Southwest here, VonMant have also managed to seize good parts here of the forest, the logging area there, and it's pushed up towards the rail line. We got a resource cache there for Symbiosis on the northern field point. Got another artillery called in here on the German positions by the cutoff point. Falls in here. HeartlessJ and VonMant have scattered over to HeartlessJ again. We got Vespers all selected. We got the Luftwaffe company. Spicy and demolition hammer there. Not much else there. Guessing he's saying that for Churchill or Churchill Black Prince. You might be wondering, why would HeartlessJ go for a Luftwaffe company at this stage? Likely for either the flak feeling or the Wirbelwind. Basically, the loiters are forcing him to have to go for anti-aircraft bombers. Grants on the Anthrax, thumbs up. Quick strafing on there though from VonMant, but British in a stiff upper lip can't ignore it. And maybe also poor training of the Luftwaffe pilots. Probably a bit of both. And we do get the flak 30 here for HeartlessJ. And another loader called in here. Diving down there into the German ranks. 3 to 431, medic bunkers there for HeartlessJ, thumbs up. Crusader anti-aircraft tank here. Probably not going to go for it at this point, except that the Germans did have a significant amount of loiters, in which case it could really be good, but now the German battle group chosen has that as an option. Chaffee diving in, rifling in here. Note again the path they're being taken by Symbiosis forces, looking to to extent actually sort of get up behind the German retreat line path here, but the machine is carrying that up, so good move there from VonMant. Panzer still kind of forgotten, he could get wiped out. Looks like the Germans are focusing on the targets, allowing that remaining Panzer to escape. And there you go, flak 30 moving forwards, so that does give the Germans a bit more anti-aircraft firepower. Grant's joining in here. A duel in the woods here. Got rigorous vehicle training as well.
The enemy have taken our territory.
Good guards moving up. Panther getting hammered here. Alright, it's not that one. Instead of this sapper training there, whatever it's called. Sapper, cheaper sappers there. Panther moving forwards here. Starts from there under fire. Centre there we got Rascal with the victory point here. And another strafe here out of VonMant. Again looking to mess up the Allied positioning here. Far up north here. We got Pioneers. They're slowly wrecking the fuel cache. Chaffee might actually end up aiding this rather than stopping the Pioneers from doing it if it's not careful. Certainly hectic fight here. And there you go, Grant out against Starstorm and Vetri 2 there. Quite good work there by HeartlessJ to find airless. But of course, oh, that almost got them white there. Great shot from the Grant.
We are down to 300 points.
And mortars are pretty much the only type of artillery so far. Still no tank depot here out of Symbiosis. You'd figure that because he's got the whiz-bang. I mean, a whiz-bang could certainly provide some more immediate artillery pressure to really rip through German positions. But so far, no sign of that. Anthrax is probably going to push on a few more grants than maybe either Black Prince or a Churchill tank. I'll have to see what he ends up deciding on there, of course. Human Panzer Thieves out of VonMant. Continue fighting here close to the railway line there. And we can see here though, VonMant is building up a more steady assault force. Counter escorts now supported by a tank will try and launch towards it, no doubt. Centerverts Pioneers to dig in. We got another Grant on the way there for Anthrax, very much as anticipated. But now, at the same time, construction out there being slowly occupied by Allied force. You can see there, no resistance of course from the Germans. It seems neither side really puts much effort into it. And there go foot guards in the barn, but the barn is about to, well, collapse. And for hard work here, no armored sides go to for HeartlessJ. Of course, with multiple grants in the field now, HeartlessJ definitely has a strong incentive, well, soon to be multiple grants. That means he's definitely going to have incentive to go for the Panther. So I imagine that is his next choice here, his next move. There you go, packs up running some covering fire here for certain angles. Up north here, Starstorm finding out here. Panzer's busy. Grenades are being flung, Chaffee's unloading hell, and we got another loader called in. The flak feeling flak 30 there, providing heavy anti-aircraft fire, stopping at least one of the aircraft. And another strafe gun ripping through the anti-tank gun crew. Never mind all the artillery. Over here to VonMant and to Symbiosis. Who's finally going for the tank depot, thumbs up. And VonMant is going for the Decisive. Going for the bigger gun, of course, here with Pact of Steel. He actually gets it out at a bit of a discount. Which is definitely not to be taken lightly.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
German Panzer is crossing the road here. Grant's unloading an immense amount of HeartlessJ shells into the advancing ranks here. Definitely a bit of the caution needed here if you're going to like push in across like that, as that can quickly cost you a lot of men if not careful. Never mind the mortar fire. There you go. Panzer's ranks are being absolutely ripped apart. One squad in fact expires. Now the Grant's pushing ahead here. And suddenly VonMant is being aggressively punished for some not ideal maneuvers here. 250 down. Panzer squads, both of them wiped out here. Massive losses. And this Jäger, they're committing his Panzer IV to at least relieve some of the pressure from VonMant. Good work there, but the ideal of course has been that VonMant put himself in position. Got a half-track for Symbiosis. Guessing ambulance or maybe an M16, but I think it's an ambulance. Stuttgart's first, they're firing massive amounts of rockets into the Allied ranks. Center falling to the Americans. North side, there's a bit of skirmishing of foot guards versus the Panzer Grenadiers. Thompsons versus Sturmgewehre. Marder's here for VonMant. Probably responds to the Grants. Wanting some more firepower. No, cancels it. Instead goes for the Pack 38.
Research completed.
Honestly, might as well then go for a Flak 36, I'd almost suggest. But that's just me. Starts from there, though, with a bit of Panzer support. Forming the backbone here, we got Armour sides, goes there for HeartlessJ. In fact, he's got 2 Panther Force now. But clearly still not feeling the need for Panthers. Chaffee's inching up. Further south here, Bessieri moving up. And we got a Pack 38 here, called in by VonMant. And there you go, Grants once more lumbering ahead here. In the center build-up, it looks like, yeah, Americans, British forces looking for a push here, but the Panther Force are going to make this a bit tough there. And the question if we really shouldn't be looking to like push elsewhere. And far, far up north here, Panther's trying to go for that point, hitting a mine, but still, cash should go down any moment now. South side here, Lone Sapper section is quickly rebuffed here by strong German and Italian forces hiding out here amidst the, well, bombed out woods. Another Grand out there. Chaffee's rushing north, so I think also got the Grant moving in to assist with that. And officers' quarters for HeartlessJ. We can hear fuel caches there for Symbiosis. A lot of action across a lot of points here. Center those kind of open. Theoretically could move up the Panther Force, cause some havoc there. But yeah, cash is down. That will certainly hurt the Allied warfare a bit. Center Victor Bund falling to Deutschland once more. Another Pack 38 from VonMant. Grants blasting away there with all their guns, all their glory. Oh, he's going for the M16. Interesting. I mean, it can sort of help us even the strafes there. But seems like an interesting choice just to go for just for the strafing runs. Not bad per se, but it's not what I'd expect most players. I mean, obviously still be useful as the infantry as well and stuff like that.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Seems like it's just mostly there to like, shoot down strafes. But enough about that. Massive two strike going in here. Ripping through pack crews. Reconnaissance aircraft got shot down again. All the flak guns the Germans have are doing their part. Third guard trading forward to Grants. They're being flanked though. Panther Force moving in. HeartlessJ senses an opportunity. Slightly goes for it, then withdraws. Meanwhile, the foot guards are making their way forwards, but are taking significant casualties as the uneven ground is not uneven enough to actually provide them significant cover, and the tanks are struggling to keep up with the pace of advance as well. So they're exposed and easy targets for the Germans. Pack crews ultimately had time to call it, and there it goes straight from run again. And there you go, as you can see there. Both had to get shot down, and only one even managed to get off his, shots. So it does actually work, if you're wondering. It does actually work. But it's not something you typically see a lot of. Back to HeartlessJ and to Anthrax, who lost one of his grunts there. Second wave, then we got about an ace grunt here out of Anthrax. That's definitely a bit dangerous. Could go for enough other Churchill with Black Prince, but so far, it would appear that Anthrax doesn't care for it. Pack 38, Krugspire, we got a Pack 40 forming up the second line of defense. Panther Force moving in. Center falling to the German army again. Grant's finally deciding to call it off for now. Not wishing to join their comrade there in the afterlife. In the center, Chaffee's moving up. And we got a cache there for HeartlessJ. Running more munitions I'm acting for single artillery barrage. Of course, munitions for his teammates. Strafing run. There's obviously some good reason there. And we got the Black Prince here now for Anthrax. Gonna call in the big one. On the damn Hun. Chaffee's again rushing northwards. They're not really great at dealing with infantry in turn. I think ace level Panzer guard is. Not that the Panzer can significantly harm them, but the problem is the Chaffees can't really do a lot there. Meanwhile, Starstorm gaining veterancy 3. Thumbs up, very nice. And the ambulance has managed also to gain veterancy 3. Truly experienced ambulance crew.
They only have 100 points.
Having seen it all, including bloodthirsty Americans. The greatest danger to any ambulance crew. Stuckers was again with it, trying to silence that one mortar team here, but managing it with absolutely terrible accuracy. 261 to 96, Allies continue to fall behind the Germans. Finally got a Panther for HeartlessJ. Anthrax slowly inching towards that Black Prince. Bomb grenades being chucked, foot guards roughing on the move. Strafing runs being unleashed, of course. Heavy flak fire there, of course, could make short work of that. In this case, seems like they managed to survive the first pass. Grant's foot guards moving in. Here's a big Allied push. German forces, though, stand their ground. And we see the Anthrax just calling back. Starstorm taking losses. Sherman Hunter family on the move there. Grant's going to lead in the push. The aircraft shot down. Didn't survive the second pass. And we got until a lot of called in here. Again in front of all the aircraft, anti-aircraft fire there. But still, it's getting the shots in. German force being hit with artillery. Bunched up. They are easy targets. Foot guards on the move here. Starstorm are being ripped apart by spades of British artillery. But the aircraft did ultimately get taken out here by the flak guns. Brutal engagement there. Brutal. That sadly for the Allies, they didn't do enough damage to really, I think, warrant this. Nor did they really win a lot of ground, so it certainly is questionable how much they gained from that. At least they didn't appear to lose any tanks. Panther Force reaching Destiny 2 here, and Panther is looking pretty sharp as well there. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 aus 5D, earliest model of the Panther. More Stuckers far ahead, trying to silence those British mortars. Symbiosis, though, still no whizbangs. I mean, imagine if it had not been 100 fun. Remember the whizbang, I think that could have been much more devastating here. So I'm a bit surprised they didn't go for a whizbang. A bit surprised. Still, they got triple cap now, and that's obviously not worth nothing. In fact, it's quite worth a bit. And certainly is very excellently closing the gap between the two sides now in terms of victory points. But the Germans are quick to get their grubby mitts down the victory points again. Just coming about, of course, here to find HeartlessJ's Panzergrenadiere. South side here, Panther Fleet's moving forwards. No armed reserves here for VonMant, just good old Panther 3s here as they roll ahead. Up north here, Chaffees are once more going at it. Actually killing someone. Panther hanging back here for HeartlessJ. Grant's just granting death here to the Germans. Grenades being chucked. More Grant fire there. North points are being seized. And over to VonMant and to Symbiosis.
artillery batteries are requesting orders, Commandant.
You got 142 versus
Enemy
96.
forces have captured a victory point.
We even got recovery half-track here out of VonMant, recovering one of his ambulances. It seems. I don't know, but definitely want to see one of those. I don't think there's a lot of allied vehicles they could recover with it. Cool, I suppose.
Alarm! All victory points are under...
There you go, Grantsman, Forge Panther ready to meet this Lend-Lease threat head-on. They would clearly prefer not to. Amundsen's been fixed up and is quickly getting out of there. In the center, German armor clashing out there with American Chaffee tanks. On in versus 96. Allies really managed to close the gap there. And we got Hellcats now being brought up with Symbiosis. Starts making the move. Northern Reach sees back with the Germans. At least they're trying to. We've got Chaffees. We've got the 100 Fun with Sherman more importantly. And another pack ready for VonMant. We're still attempting to say flak guns like the Flak 36. Not just relying on the flak feeling. Another straight around the center here. I'm surprised they keep calling them in, considering, like, you know, the density of German anti-aircraft fire that they can sort of lay down on the American aircraft there, and the British ones. Flak feeling team veteran free there. Thumbs up to VonMant. And that's primarily, again, just from shooting an aircraft. They should definitely expect some medals for all that work they've done. Rapid advancing. Losses piling up. Strafing runs here. Stukas was far here, ripping through. Anthrax's forces. Ace Grant's about to be knocked out. We got the Panthers racing in, and they got the Grant. Massive blow here to Symbiosis or Anthrax. He does have the Churchill Black Prince moving up there, but will he be able to save the other Grant? That is the big question here. Panther moving up. Black Prince firing an infantry. Foot guards being crushed here as they're pinned down. They can actually be crushed. Grant's there, knocked out with the two Panther Thieves. Got one of the Panther Thieves. Panther diving in though. Black Prince already heavily damaged. Panther scores a great shot there. Foot guards unpinned there. Almost got the Panther Thief, and they get it! Tank battles galore here.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
VonMant, though, has lost all of his panzers there. In the center, HeartlessJ continues to form up an immovable wall of German steel and flesh, refusing to yield to the Allied invaders. Panzerguns are ripping through a few unfortunate units in the Symbiosis command. In the center, the VS force withdraw. They give it up. And we got the Ammon's actually crewing one of the Allied anti-tank guns and making off with it. Panther being shot at by Chaffies and Hellcats. Got 76 versus 88. Gonna be close, this one. Gonna be close.
An MG-42 has been decrewed. Do not let it fall into enemy hands.
Ace Chaffee there for Symbiosis. Stukas are first. Panther Thieves on the move again. And an MD-30 team here being tried to hold off, but Italian forces and German troops are not letting it happen. Fighting for the center remains utterly brutal here. Grenades, high explosive shells, incendiary shells, all being locked around here.
The enemy is down to 75
And the gun
points.
attempt to get Fun Victory Point under German control again. And we got British forces there counter-attacking. Oh, the recovery half-track. VonMant. I think you forgot about it. I'm sure the recovery half-track crew does not appreciate that at all. Another loader called in, and probably also artillery loader called in as well here. Maybe not. Yeah, they're gonna get shut down pretty quick again. Almost got the machine gun here. No chance really gets to the northern point. Machine gun swiped out. Fighting for the center of the room remains utterly brutal here. Casualties are just piling up here on both sides. Ace Panther for the rushing in. Stukas with his rockets. Aircraft, though, crashing down. So many Allied aircraft have gone down just thanks to that one flak feeling and flak 30 crew there. Hard at work, keeping the skies clear. That Chaffee, it looks like it's seen much, much better days. Even for the Italian front. Almost at the assault gunners. We got 76 versus 55. And we got Matildas now here for Anthrax. Back here to HeartlessJ, got back to Anthrax. Looks like we might be looking at a massive Allied arm push here against VonMant, figuring that he's probably going to be easy to pull over than, you know, HeartlessJ center. They go for VonMant and his Panther 3s. And there go, dashing in hard southern flank here, going through the bombed up forest. Exposing the Panther 3s, the anti-tank weapons here. Panther 3 down. We do get a strafe called in here, but the Allied armor has already moved past it, so it doesn't matter. Almost got the other Panther 3 here. Ambulance in trouble. Americans, of course, swinging in, and of course, wouldn't miss to knock out an ambulance for anything else in their lives. Got it. Panther and Panther 4 but now caught out of position here by Allied armor. Chaffee down. There's still 2 Hellcats and 1 Ace Chaffee. But there you go. 1 Hellcat down. No support to be seen here, though, from Anthrax, who cannot keep up with the blistering pace here of Symbiosis. And he ends up losing it all. But didn't get any of the Panther 4 and the Panther, and just... You see that Anthrax just ends up being held up with the anti-tank guns. Send those fallen here to a secondary assault by Symbiosis, as tanks were withdrawn from there. We've got the northern one. So even if they end up losing everything, it might pay off if they just get those victory points back. We got machines being off. We got grenades, engines damage, casualties piling up, death, destruction, carnage, foot guards here in a brutal melee. With Panzer Grenadiers, Thompsons versus assault rifles, and the foot guards look to be coming out ahead here against the Panzer Grenadiers. Bomb grenades being chopped, but it's not matter. Panther 4 actually went down. Starstorm being wiped out here. Good God. More sappers here for Anthrax. Need to repair his Black Prince, aka the British Armoured Unicorn, because it never really saw service. It barely got made in any number. I think it was like 1 or 2 made, that's it. Got Panther 4s, we got Sturmpanzers here for HeartlessJ. Additional Starstorm, tragically. Got 57 versus 18. In fact, HeartlessJ down just 1 Panzer Grenadier squad and some Pioneers.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish.
Meanwhile, Anthrax is mostly foot guards and sappers in a single tank. 51 versus 18. Battle is hanging in the balance here.
You must do something.
We got the Germans rushing for the center. We got the M16 still about here. Sturmpanzer is slowly arriving here. Fighting for the center, having foot guards, Stripe and Black Prince there. And we see VonMant's assault gunners are paying the ultimate price here. They go down. That's the ripped apart. Center being attacked here. North Point being seized as well here. And the Sherman 105mm got taken out with the Ace Panther. Going for the M16 next. They're going to get the northern victory point, but it's going to be... Or western one, but it's going to be at the cost of the other 2 victory points. 42 versus 18. Reifman diving on behind here. Panther 3 being recovered by the recovery half-track. In fact, you can even like recover some of the American stuff there too. That's definitely bad news for Symbiosis in particular. Go down for the center. Panther 4 moving in to do some work there. Sturmpanzer 4 rolling ahead for das Vaterland. 41 versus 18. Panther 3 dashing in there. Munson being met with a heavy fire there. Stuckers of us at it once more. Heading here. Anthrax in Symbiosis position. Click the machine gun. Panther 3 knocked out again. And HeartlessJ finally commits. Oh, some of the aircraft are getting shot down before they, in some cases, even get to fire off. It is absolutely a black day for both sides' air forces, though most of the Allied one, that's for sure. 41 versus 18. Points are rapidly changing hands here. Grenades being chucked. Hellcat moving but straight to the both of the entertainment of HeartlessJ and Hellcat. Pretty much just explodes. Sabs in the south or west here having trouble, and north side the foot guards actually making some progress, but Allied losses are piling up and the German losses are just not matching the Allied ones even remotely. 41 versus 15, 14. And there you go, actually covering a Panzer IV.
We must take their last 10 points.
I see. Interesting enough, in a more basic camouflage pattern without the armored side skirts. 5 points left for the Allies. 4, 3, 2. And there you go, GG, game over. A brutal victory. Heavy losses on both sides. The anti-aircraft guns definitely proved to be very crucial for the Axis forces in keeping the Allied, loiters off their backs. Without them, I think the Allies would have much better chances dealing with the Germans. There's still some brutal battles in really close moments, but in the end, the Germans just played a wee bit better. They also got a bit lucky, I would say, in some regards as well there, but that definitely did allow them to pull through there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Scene. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.